All right, Ken, let's get into this adjustable rate mortgage stuff. Hope you're doing well today. So the Fed is fighting inflation by hiking rates and trying to slow down demand. But the higher interest rate is causing some issues for folks. Visually and conceptually, their budgets are out of line here, and they're trying to find different ways of how to deal with this. How can I afford to buy this house right now? So that's where adjustable rate mortgages come into play. We're going to talk a little bit about those, but what I really want to get into is what's the value proposition? Is the risk versus the reward by moving forward with an ARM? So first off, what is an adjustable rate mortgage?
It is a 30-year term loan, so you have 30 years to repay. It's just at the beginning, you have a fixed rate for a certain period of time. After that certain period of time, the interest rate can adjust up or down, typically on an annual basis.
All right, so fully amortized. These are not interest-only loans anymore that we're doing. Okay, good. So everybody wants, the next question is, what can it adjust to? How does that work?
So we'll use a 5-year ARM as an example. That would get you a fixed interest rate for 5 years. At the end of that, there is an index, which right now it's the SOFR index. You take that number plus a margin, that determines the interest rate for the next 12 months. So that's the concept. Now there's also caps that are in place on those. So meaning that at the end of the 5 years, there's a cap that your rate cannot go up or down by more than 2% on the first adjustment.
Okay, that's enough to be dangerous. So let's take a look at, if you could share your screen here, what that might look like, just so folks can visualize the value proposition that's in front of them.
Currently, the 5-year ARM is offering approximately 0.75% reduction compared to the fixed rate alternative.
Okay.
So in this example, on a $375,000 loan, you're looking at a $170 payment difference. The way the interest accumulates, it's actually $234 less per month in interest. The difference between those just means you're paying the principal down a little bit faster.
Okay, so no prepayment penalty on these loans, correct?
That is correct.
All right, so it's about 10 or 11% of the market is doing an adjustable rate mortgage right now. Typically, who is your customer who's gonna really look into this? What's the 10% of that person look like?
It's larger down payments. So, you know, the best bang for the dollar is if you have 20 or 25% to put down. The loans initially were designed to help financially savvy people manipulate the flow of money, as opposed to helping people qualify for more of a mortgage. So this really is a way, as you said before, to figure out if the risk versus the reward is there. Again, we don't want you to try and qualify for more than you can afford, but it does give you the ability to pay less in interest for a period of time.
All right, so if I say, hey, you know, I think I'm gonna, you know, my family's growing, this isn't my forever home, you know, kids are young right now, I think I'm gonna move again before they get into high school. This is a pretty good option for them to consider, correct?
Yeah, so, and there's different terms, right? But this is a 5-year ARM example. So you have a fixed rate for 5 years. There's also a 7 and a 10-year ARM. And, you know, many people, I think the average length that somebody stays in the home is about 10 years. The average length of time somebody maintains their home loan is just under 7. So if you could get a longer term to satisfy that time frame that makes you feel comfortable, why wouldn't you?
All right, perfectly said. So talk to me about refinance options. We've had, you know, a few of these refinance booms over the last 20 or so years. Is that a different way to look at it as well? Maybe this is a short-term outlet because you believe interest rates are going to go down?
It is. I mean, we've had such a drastic and substantial rate increase in a short period of time that, many
Yes.
folks think that there is some easing to take place as we move forward. But if we just kind of look back and say, we've been doing this a long time, but we had a massive refinance opportunity for consumers in 2021. There was another substantial refinance opportunity that took place in 2016. There was another huge refinance opportunity that took place for folks in 2012. There was a minor one in 08. And then you and I can even go back to the 02, 03 days. So I think if you add those up, that's 5 or 6 refi opportunities in the last 20 years. So there will be reasons to consider refinancing in the future, even if you think you're going to live there forever.
I'm thinking of a person, we did a adjustable rate mortgage in 2012, and it started adjusting. It was a 7-year arm in 19. And just now in 2022, he should be paying attention to, does it make sense for me to adjust the actual mortgage? It was adjusting down for a period of time. So keep that in mind. They don't just always go up, but this is wonderful information. Ken will help you determine if you need to look at this as an option based on your situation. But thank you so much, Ken. Great job.
Thanks, man.
All right. Bye.